There's a new service available that can give you accurate information on how safely the people in your life are driving. It's a way for parents to really know how their teens are behaving on the road, and a way for businesses to make sure their employees are driving responsibly. Here to talk about the new service is retired San Diego Police Officer Phillip and Detective Kerri Lawrence. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
So let's start off with how this whole process works. Explain what you do if somebody calls and they're interested in making sure someone is driving appropriately.
We're web-based, so people go to our website, they fill out a form, and they give the information on the person they'd like to have monitored their driving evaluated. And then we get that evaluation, send it out to one of our evaluators throughout the country, and they do the evaluation, actually without the person knowing they're being followed.
Okay, so you actually follow a car for about 15 minutes and you assess what are you looking for?
Any driving violations, and most of our young teens have provisional driver's license, so we want to make sure that they're not putting other kids in the car and going from a different location than they're supposed to. So we're going to monitor everything that they're doing as far as their driving skills and what else is going on.
So a big part of your clientele probably will be teens, or their parents.
Right.
Okay, and elderly probably, I would imagine that's also another good, a lot of people wondering, is grandma and grandpa out there still driving safely?
Absolutely. That's also a concern, especially because you don't always know what their driving skills and habits are. And again, we're in a position where we can monitor what they're doing and get the same evaluation back.
How did you come up with this idea?
Phil has had a nonprofit for a long time, and I had another business related to DUI prevention, and we have been friends for over 25 years, and we were talking about the needs. I mean, because it's the #1 killer of teens in our country is automobile collisions. So we wanted to come up with a program that's really going to help the parents out, give them the information they need to make sure their teens are safe.
So you found that the parents were looking for a way to make sure that their teens are being safe out on the road.
Absolutely. I provide drug education for the student level, and then we really target the adult component. And what we find in the last 12 years is parents are always asking, what do I do? It's either it's an issue with substance abuse, and once they hand the keys to their child, that's that extra concern. Because right now, kids are, at the high school level, they think they're invincible. They don't understand the true consequences of their actions, and they can be held accountable, and the parents, both civilly and criminally, for their issues.
So let's say a parent calls you up, they have a troubled teen, and they're wondering if they're behaving, following the rules while they're out there. You assess them, there's several violations that you come back and talk to the parents. Do you coach them on how to approach their child after? Because my guess would be, first teenager reaction is, this is an invasion of privacy.
Well, what we'll do is we'll provide them with the evaluation. Then they can still seek out any other additional recommendations, but primarily we're going to give them a written assessment of what was observed during that period of time. Interesting.
Okay, so how can people get a hold of you? What is the fee for something like this? Is it cost efficient?
We charge $99, and they go to our website, questdrivingsafety.com. They can sign up right there, and we'll do the evaluation and have it back to them within 2 weeks.
Okay, so and then they can have the option of telling their child that they will be assessed, but they don't give you a time frame, and you just go out randomly whenever you feel it's appropriate.
Yes, we want them to tell the child, though. We want them to tell them, as a condition of you having your license, we're turning over our car, our keys, our insurance policy, but we're going to have checks on you. And it's not so much them even driving recklessly. They're new. They don't know what they don't know. They need to have the information. The parents need to have the information on how their kids can improve their driving. So it's not necessarily just a teen driver driving recklessly or racing, anything like that. It's just having they're new at driving, and they need additional resources, and we're there to help with that.
Perfect. Kerri, Phillip, thank you so much for your time, and I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of calls from parents, and as well as concerned parents about their parents, the elderly as well. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.